First of all, thank you very much for accepting this invitation, for being guest of podcast. It's honor for me, honestly, and I think it is very, very, very nice to have direct information from a board of WDSF. And hopefully today we can discuss important questions for dancing community and provide valuable information for dancers, teachers, and educators, because it is always a lot of questions around in our dance world.
Well, what I can say, thank you that you just asked me for this, and I think that we have a lot of things to talk about, that we can chat about these things, and hopefully that could be helpful for the people who will just follow this and watch this. I really believe that we have a lot of things to share among the dance sport community.
Sure. First, how it happens you are become in such a high position as a vice president of WDSF, and what is the obligations there? Because also it is another position. It's a sport director, right? So
Yep.
how it was happens?
Well, honestly, to talk about that, how it happens, I don't know. It's maybe not up to me to talk about that. For me, everything was everything came as a big award to everything what I did during to my life in a dance sport. I had my own dreams. I still have my own dreams. I was just following my dreams and working according to my system of values and my core values, and it became reality. And just suddenly one day, there are some people from the dance sport community, and especially the president Shante, just discussed with me and asked me, Nenad, would you be interested to be a part of the WDSF in certain role? First, that was part as a general secretary, and then definitely we realized that this is not the best position for me, and that I feel much more comfortable, that my comfort zone is much bigger to act as a vice president for sport or sport director. At the moment, there is a changes in the structure, but still there are I'm working as first of all officiating as a vice president for sport. And honestly, as I said, it came as an award for me. I'm honored that I can serve to dance sport, and I'm just trying to do best according to my knowledge, my understanding, and my experience to improve the dance sport, to make it more successful in every possible aspect.
Clear. You said you have a dream. Can you share your dreams with us?
Well, there are several dreams, but my dream was just that this dance sport and the dancing fairy tale just spreading around to people, because the first time when I met with the dance sport, and that was for me like really pulling out from the reality and just putting in the fairy tale, and this beauty of a dance sport, the energy and the emotions and the music and everything what is actually we are familiar, actually everything what is motivating us to dancing and to competing and to enjoying and all of that. That was something what was my dream, and especially at that time in my country, the life was under the big challenge because of the crisis, because
you
of
talk
the
about
civil
90s.
90s, even before that, there was a crisis, and there was a lot of turbulence in the life that had an even bigger impact and bigger influence in my perception of the life, and that I said, I want to try to bring this that could be very helpful to, especially into my country, and for myself as well. I felt this. This is fantastic. Is it possible that became my life? I would like to live a life in this way. Then
Dance life.
dance life, because this happiness and this joy and all of this, what this dancing gives, was for me was my dream. I said, wow. On the other hand, we had the people are dying. There is no money for anything. There was no money for food. And there was like always bad news, a lot of negative things, a lot of frustration and distress, and you are struggling that you keep your positive approach to the life, that you just can be happy. And for the people who are just going deep into the thinking about the life, it was hard for everybody, but for me it was extremely hard.
Bad experience.
All of this, and then I just had the chance to experience the dance sport and to see that, and I got a dream. So why I cannot make it this, like, as a reality? Why I cannot make this, that this became my life? I decided. Before that, before I just really go in deep into the dance sport, I was playing football as a teenage, and I was very successful.
Okay.
And I was a real sportsman. I'm coming from the sports family, and my father and my brother, this very high level of the athletes and the sportsmen. And I was also very successful as a football player. And I have all of these sports values, to compete and to train and everything. And then life happened.
Pulling you.
Then there was many other things, in that period in our country, there was obligatory to go to the army for 1.5 years, which actually block your sports career in a way. And then something happens, and there is a lot of things happens, and somehow I just, from the successful football player, because of all the things, I'm in parallel, I was dancing, and I love to dance, and I was enjoying it, but not the dance sport. And then I just met this, and somehow all of this happened, and I really got the dream that I would like that I manage my life in that way. And that time there was no federation in my country, there were no clubs, there was nothing. There was just like maybe some occasional dance schools, social dance.
Right.
And I had a dream to establish the institution of the first of all of the club or studio as an institution, not as a school, from the very first moment. And I had a dream to create a profession as a dance sport coach. And I have to say, with the help with the colleagues in my country, also I managed my dream that we established the federation, we established the professional organization, we established the institution of dance sport. And honestly, when I became a president of the Serbian Dance Sport Federation, I was working very hard that the Ministry of Sport recognized dancing as a sport, and we managed, and we just starting from the different group of the sport. We first was like just recognized, but not in any certain category. We came from then to the fourth category, from fourth to third category, so on. So that was all of that was my dream, and I already mentioned recently on a Grand Slam, I had a dream that bring the dance sport to my country and to highest level of dancing and competitors, because
and you succeed.
I just think that I nearly conclude my dream in that sense. So it was difficult for the dancers and for the people who love to dance, everything, just to learn. That time, you remember, there was no music. There were no, we had these audio tapes.
Right.
And then we record something, these audio tapes, and then you have one tape with some music, somehow you got it. And then that was the gold.
Absolutely.
That was the gold.
Yep.
There were no shoes. And then I was walking around and trying to find some shoemakers who can make it, but they didn't know. So then I found one shoes. It was from the leather. It's similar like shoes for dancing, but it was like a heel for standard, like a small heel.
Yeah.
And then I asked the shoemaker, can you manage me to put this higher heel? And he said, but which heel? But I tried to explain which heel. And so like I just managed.
Got lucky.
And then they find some wooden, very heavy heels,
Oh,
and we just replaced the heel for the small heel, actually and put this one. And that was my first Latin shoes. There was no chance there was shoes. There was nothing, and so on. So it's a long story, but I had a lot of pain in my foot. I didn't know why, actually, because it was not the proper shoes. But anyway, so that was everything, and all of that, to just go through that, and just to come back to the tape for the music, that when this tape this tape recorder and this just eat this tape, and just,
oh, Mamma Mia.
and then you just stop and
a
just
disaster.
put out and put the pen, just roll this to make it right, and then just try to make it useful again. But then was not possible. Then you cut a little bit and just connect again, and there is a music not fit, and then you just need to jump, because the tempo and the rhythm. But
oh, Mamma Mia.
But it's so funny. But that was such a passion. There was such enthusiastic, and the love for dancing, that there was no obstacles. There was just always find the fast and the best possible solution to continue.
Nice.
So it's a very strong dream. It's a very strong passion, and probably that's why I'm here.
Yeah, obviously it is bringing you up.
Yeah, that of course, if you have some skills, then you learn and learn things, improve your knowledge, and just you have capacities to learn besides the passion. Then obviously that was my path. That was my way. That was my road.